What's something most people don't realize will kill you in seconds? Brake checking a semi. You'd think it'd be obvious, but nope. Electricity, particularly involving overhead wires. Slipping in the shower. A family friend who taught me how to drive many years ago told me you have to drive like everyone else on the road is an absolute idiot and has no idea what they're doing. I never forgot that. Carbon dioxide. People have died playing with dry ice. Texting while driving. Water. People often do not respect water and how it can quickly kill you. Things under huge amounts of tension. Boat lines, garage door springs, various other cables or springs used in industrial settings. These can send you back to the character select in an instant. Capacitors. Maybe most people don't interact with them, but for those that do, DIY electronics repairs, a typical PSU in a home computer have capacitors that can kill you. Shocking, I know. The Great Lakes. Just this past weekend 4 people decided to go in the water near my house even though the beach was under red flag warning and high waves. 3 got pulled out by a good Samaritan when they got in trouble. 3 days later and Coast Guard and Fire Department still hasn't found the body of the 4th one. Rip tides are real. Weather kicks up fast. The Great Lakes are huge and dangerous. This is not your local pontoon lake. Large herbivores. They've evolved defenses to make large predators rethink their life choices. They will mess you up. Hey, that small invertebrate you found by the sea. Please leave it alone. So I was trying to look up a DIY mixture to remove mold/mildew recently. A surprising number of sources, including an AI tool, suggested mixing bleach and vinegar. Falling from regular standing height. Carbon monoxide. Well, minutes, but still. It's odorless and colorless. Most likely, you won't even know. Fist fight. One wrong punch and you're in prison for killing a dude. One simple wrong move on the highway. A ruptured aneurysm can kill you in seconds. It's often sudden and without warning, making it extremely dangerous and usually fatal if not treated immediately. Mixing a lot of stuff with benzos. Alcohol. Opiates. Other benzos. Etc. Edit, damn this blew up. You all stay safe. You can recover and get help. A rogue brick on the highway. Moving water. It's freaking dangerous. Water is heavy, so when it's moving it has a lot of energy. It might not feel too bad walking through knee-deep flowing water, but if you fall the water will have more area to push on. You may not be able to get yourself on your feet again. Garage door springs. Let a pro fix it. I stopped 2 German or Austrian tourists from touching a poisonous frog in Colombia. They had no idea. They were inches away with their phones. I hadn't spoken German in years, but man, my panic reaction brought those words to the tip of my tongue real fast. Don't mess with wildlife, especially outside your own habitat. Rust. If you run into a hole in the ground with rusty stuff inside, that does not get good ventilation. Don't go in. Rust is iron combined with oxygen. And it can eat all of the oxygen in the air. And fun fact, your body can't tell how much oxygen is in the air, but does sense carbon dioxide is there. So you don't know you are going until you are dead. Maternal hemorrhage. I am routinely shocked by expectant mothers who want to give birth at home, arguing that they can always transfer to the hospital if there's a problem. No, they can't. If the wrong type of bleeding begins, they'll be dead before the ambulance gets there. Edit, as noted below, in some countries, certified nurse midwives attend home births with medications they can use to treat hemorrhage. However, that is not the case in the US, where insurance requirements mean that most CNMs must be attached to hospitals. In many American states, midwife is not a restricted term, so self-described midwives with no qualifications at all get hired to attend home births. The results are a fairly predictable higher mortality rate for home births versus hospital births in America. Not looking right and left when crossing a street. Inhalants. AKA, huffing. Intentionally inhaling anything aerosol, helium, nitrous, chemical with the intention of getting high. My 15-year-old brother was an artifact of that behavior when he died in a crash after his friend huffed air freshener while driving. And they never went to jail because the law didn't include inhalants. My family went before Congress and got the DUI law changed to include it, and it's known as Keith's Law. Mixing isopropyl alcohol in bleach. The ocean, riptide. Moving water. Doing your own electrical work. If you don't know what you are doing, leave it to a professional or experienced person. Power tools. Yes, even that one. Hi, I'm in EMS. Please wash your hands before you eat stuff. So many people come in contact with so many other people who have illnesses that can be contracted by eating with unclean fingers. Even if you've been around people you know all day, you never know who they've been around, and sometimes it's not even illnesses, rather random germs. And I know this is obvious to some people, but next time you see a local EMS crew eating food with their funny colored gloves on, it's because we've made a habit even if we hadn't run any calls that day. Of course, if you aren't in healthcare you're not being exposed to as much, but sometimes you need a reminder just how dirty the outside world really is. LMAO. Inhaling too much helium.